The Newsline.
Hello and welcome to People's TV. Repeat a lie often enough and it becomes the truth. A propaganda principle often attributed to Nazi minister Joseph Goebbels. The ongoing war between Israel and Hamas proves this tactic is alive and well. Today's video explores the powerful propaganda machine operated by Hamas and its allies, showing how terrorism and media manipulation go hand in hand. Let's start with a widely circulated photograph you may have already seen. It captured global attention because mainstream media sympathetic to Hamas weaponized it to push a false narrative. The image, showing a frail, helpless child, was broadcast across television screens and featured on the covers of so-called humanitarian magazines. They claimed it depicted a starving boy in Gaza, a supposed victim of Israeli-imposed famine. The truth? His name is Osama al-Raqab, and he suffers from cystic fibrosis, a serious genetic condition. His emaciated appearance is a symptom of the illness, not starvation. And here's what the pro-Hamas propagandists won't tell you. The state of Israel arranged for Osama and his family to travel to Italy for medical treatment, at Israel's expense. Using a sick child to push a false famine narrative reveals the depths to which Hamas and its media partners will stoop. It also proves that Israel is fighting a two-front war, one on the battlefield, and another in the media, where it is losing ground. And we must ask, isn't it a gross violation of human rights to exploit a seriously ill child for political propaganda? Sadly, this is what we've come to expect from an organization that uses civilians as human shields. Now, take a look at another image. This one, too, has been widely shared by global media, allegedly showing a young girl in Gaza crying from hunger. On the surface, it tugs at the heart. But when we ran a reverse image search using Grok, we uncovered the truth. This photograph was taken on August 13, 2024, and it shows a Yazidi girl fleeing ISIS terrorists in Syria or Iraq, not a Palestinian child from Gaza. This exposes the ugly truth. These groups don't just rely on AK-47s, they wield disinformation like a weapon. Israel is battling not just terrorists, but a morally bankrupt propaganda machine. These are the kinds of enemies Israel faces, those who will fabricate, deceive, and manipulate in their quest to destroy a nation. And when you fight lies, it's harder than fighting bullets. That's why the Israeli Defense Forces often remain silent. They focus on winning the ground war, not media approval. It's unfortunate that even local and international media outlets carelessly amplify these misleading images, earning Hamas undeserved sympathy. In Sri Lanka, so-called journalists frequently translate and broadcast such falsehoods without even basic fact-checking. Let us contrast these two images. The first of Osama depicts a tragic reality, but one that is medical, not political. The second, however, reflects the brutality of radical Islamists. It's a photo of a Muslim girl fleeing the horrors committed by Islamists against their own people. We at People's TV highlight this image to expose the self-destructive nature of radical Islamism. Finally, we must remember, our opposition is not to a race or religion, but to extremism and terrorism. We oppose the radicalization of Islam. We oppose Hamas' genocidal ambition to eliminate the state of Israel. We oppose their false accusations. Sri Lanka is a nation struggling to recover from bankruptcy. Just as we begin to rise, extremist factions are working to drag us back into darkness. Meanwhile, Israel and Israeli tourists are supporting our economy, particularly tourism. But these radicals want to sabotage that too. Let's stand with truth. Let's stand with peace. And let's call propaganda exactly what it is, a weapon of war.
Subscribe us for more details.